Greetings, all your culture lovers out there. And welcome to this particular live stream here. My name is Daniel Timmons, both from. Okay, I am terribly sorry about that. That I had to mute my live stream, and I'm currently watching. Also, uh, uh, give me a sec. Okay, there. Oh, oh my. Okay. Good God. Holy Miss Molly. Okay, there we go. Okay, I am so sorry, everybody. The but honestly, I literally had to do like a bit of like test run. Okay, test 1 2 1 2. Okay, are we good? Are we good? Oh my goodness. Okay, let me try to get rid of like the echo go background there. Okay. Okay, let me try to get rid of like the echo. Oh my goodness. I've I am such a complete idiot. Yeah, apparently I thought uh, I don't know how or why, but I have like another tab of my live stream going on, and okay, I am deeply and absolutely sorry, everybody. I don't know how or why I keep having like so many of different tabs. It was just so I can basically watch the live stream, the stream on the whole thing. So again, I do apologize for the massive confusion and the whole mess thing here and there. There, my goodness. Ness. I don't know why I literally have like another tab for like the same live stream on my backup channel here. So again, I do apologize for the entirety of the mess here. So I'm literally and absolutely hoping that that whole thing doesn't happen again. Uh, Next time I need to be careful when it comes to like having multiple tabs right now. No, and try to watch the live stream and try to look at some of my people who are coming onto the live stream chat here and there. So again, I do apologize about that. I'm hoping that this won't happen again. I literally and absolutely hope not, because one thing's for sure: if I learn anything right now, I'm definitely not going to make that same mistake again. So, anyways, let's try to continue on with the live stream here. Okay, so, as you can probably tell from the title of this live stream here, I want to at least just give you guys a bit of an update for the month of August here, and just for for this particular like year of 2025 of this particular month of August, and what my plans are for literally just for like my backup channel, no, and basically for my main channel here. Well, and feel free to ask me any kind of questions right now. Uh, I don't mind. I don't really mind about trying to see about doing like a nice good Q&A here and there for sure. But please make sure that you read the rules. This in the description box down below. But also, so I'm just gonna let you know. Please do not ask me any kind of personal questions, just like where do I live, this stuff like that. Please do not ask me any personal, and try not to ask me any like political questions here. Okay? Just ask me any kind of simple questions on YouTube video making, any kind of puppetry, the advice, or anything else like that, I'm definitely okay to answer any of those particular questions in general. But other than that, please, please, please make sure that you don't ask me any like to be honest, just please make sure that you don't ask me like any kind of like personal questions or anything else like that in particular, okay? Now, with that out of the way, let me go ahead and give you guys a bit of a heads up to like to basically just see of what is going to be going on. No, and so let's just go ahead and just get this right off the bat here. Here, here for sure, since a lot of you guys are probably wondering of what my plans are for the month of August. Yes, Aaron. So if you haven't watched all three parts of like the making of my puppeteer's life journey, like I literally had to show you guys on how I basically try to do the whole series and turn it into a movie based on my own puppeteer's life journey here. And I want to at least just create like a very short series. It's just like three parts on how I basically try to use so much of puppetry work to like to basically to put into like the series itself. And and also, so if you haven't watched some of my RV videos on my own backup channel, know of how I basically try to do so much video editing in general. Bro, because I'll tell you what, there was like so much editing thing that I literally had to do, especially when it comes to like doing covers with the puppets, doing some wacky skits with the puppets, or just just have some of the puppets to do so much work on the Puppeteer's Life Journey series, along with like the whole QnA and basically like literally basically almost do like the Q&A series to like the movie quotes, stuff like that. All of that right now was done by me when it comes to like doing like a lot of video editing for the Q&A series and the movie quotes. But for the Puppeteer's Life Journey, eh, me that is basically more of me and the help coming from my dad, my mom, and so much of my friends on this particular project itself. So, but most importantly, it was my mom who basically just helped me on trying to put a lot of different transitions into each part of the episode, but also for the entirety of like the movie in general. Rose. So let's just say that my mom has been and absolutely just been such an amazing help when it comes to like taking a look at some of the videos that I've been making, but also try to observe and try to take a look at some of the stuff before I would have to like upload some of these videos onto my main channel, no, the DT Channel Studios, and and let's just say that my mom has also been like give me some good advice on how I need to like shorten this length of the video and try to put a transition in there, or just try to see about just trying to redo some of the scenes. It's here and there for sure. So, and you can definitely thank my mom for that for sure, since she's the one who totally like observed on the whole entire thing here and there, and she's been very helpful and very supportive, and also give me such wonderful good advice is when it came to certain scenes and stuff like that, and just trying to put like a transition for each and every single one of them. Um, so yeah, I wanted to at least just let you guys know about that, and then whew, terribly sorry, but I just want to make sure that I check the wife if I hear, and so far it's somewhat doing okay. I'm guessing. I don't even know what the heck is going on with the Wi-Fi at this point. So yeah, so but anyways, I'm also try to do so much of random video stuff on my backup channel. No, sure, just so I can at least just try to like make a bunch of random stuff on my backup channel, and then do some other random stuff on my main channel for sure. But I think what I'm probably also gonna do, since this is also a bit of a vlog channel as well too, since my own backup channel is basically, it's supposed to be both for like not only to like do like a lot of the behind the scenes and stuff like that, but it's also so like but it's also mainly to do like a bit of some vlogging, game, and then a little bit of some live stream for sure. But it's also so like if you've seen my channel banner, I basically wanted to at least just do like make some like behind the scenes or like the makings of so many of different like puppetry videos, but also do a little bit a blog and a video, at the same time, when I basically like just go outside for a little bit, just to give you guys a heads up to like what's going on, to basically just see about trying to do a live stream onto here, and just give you guys a bit of a heads up to what's going on. And not so it's basically like making videos behind the scenes, and then a little bit of some little blogging video, or sometimes do a live stream as well too. So it's just one of those things. I would love to at least just do this on my backup channel for sure. When it comes to like just live streaming, or just do a blog video, you know, just to give you guys a heads up to what's going on for the backup channel, and then do some more like educational and entertainment, but mostly a lot of educational stuff on my backup channel, just to show you guys on how much I literally had to do so much of puppetry work, literally from like behind the scenes. And again, like if you haven't watched like all three parts of the making of my puppeteer's life journey, you can definitely see on how much I literally had to do so much of different camera work, to like doing a lot of puppetry performance as well too, because I was basically like I was literally just like sitting on the floor in this particular room to do so many different multiple scenes for like part one to like part 8, 9, uh, like all the different parts right now for sure. And then for like part two, I had to do like a different scene, and that was like literally from like part two to also like part 8. So from all the three parts that I did on my backup channel, you can definitely see on so many different multiple scenes that I had to do just around my house for a little bit. But also, so for the last part of for like the literally like the last part of the making of my puppeteer's life journey, I basically had to walk outside for a little bit, and then just record on some of the backgrounds like outside. And I basically had to show everybody on how I basically had like two puppets to do like this one particular scene, where Jack the puppet is literally coming by and just sit down with Dan the puppet to like what's been going on with him. Is he doing all right? Right. So it's a basically almost like a friendship bond in here and there between two puppets here and there for like Jack the puppet and Dan the puppet. And Jack the puppet just literally just sits down right next to Dan the puppet, and he's trying to like talk to him about is he doing all right? Is he doing okay? What's on his mind? Stuff like that. Just like any other friend or a family member, we're basically just trying to help out. Well, when you're basically like going through a lot right now and just having a lot of like different like mixed emotions and stuff. And and in part two of the making of like my puppeteer's life journey, I also had to do like like I had to do so many different multiple scenes for both the dad and the mom puppet uh, when they were like doing a bit of a prayer, hoping that I would be able to speak and stuff like that. That is basically like 100% true right now because this was literally like in parts one, and for the dad puppet to basically take the damn puppet that just literally outside and try to and just trying to teach him uh, Jim, and try to like, okay, son, I want you to say this word. Can you say tree? And when you look at part three, that is basically where I mentioned how my dad would take me over to say the word tree when I was like a little kid because of my autism here. And so far, it's just one of those things is that I literally had to learn from. But since I couldn't speak or sometimes I couldn't make eye contact with my dad or my mom or anybody else right now. So those were like those particular scenes of just having these puppets this to like reenact on those particular scenes because I wanted to at least to see about like almost trying to like recreate the scenes from my childhood that I literally like remember. And sometimes it's just one of those like very emotional how much I literally went through when it comes to like dealing with autism at this point. And it's just one of those things that literally just happened. And then yeah, so honestly just making the entire series, which by the way way like my own puppeteer's life journey is totally and absolutely like original. No, because while the QnA with the puppet cast to like the movie quotes with the puppet cast, they're both basically just fun and entertaining stuff, but they weren't exactly like original. No, I mean like like so I basically just think like I want to see about maybe just try to see about creating something more original. No, here while doing a movie quotes with the puppets and then doing like a Q&A with the puppet cast. It seems a lot of fun and entertaining and sometimes very educational. No, but I want to see about like trying to see about creating something original. No, and and then I had like this idea in the back of my mind about why not just do like a puppeteer's life journey. Neat because I did a mini movie. The the like if you haven't uh, if you haven't gone onto like my main YouTube channel, no, and if you basically try to scroll all the way down to where I did my puppeteer's journey, a mini movie, I figured I and I kid you not, I literally figured like, you know what? Maybe, just maybe, why can't I? see about turning this mini movie into like a full blown series, but also turn it into a movie with 12 parts, maybe just to expand a little bit, but no, but also have a little bit of puppetry performance in the middle, though with a mixture of some brief cameos used from my family to my friends, and it's all about my life's journey as a puppeteer. And I figure like that could probably work. And so far, I literally and absolutely think that, like, again, like, if you haven't watched, like, the mini movie of my puppeteer's journey, that is literally a clear example on a key example about how I want to see about, like, that is definitely one of the things I would love to see about trying to, like, expand on for a little bit, because I wanted to see about trying to, like, expand the storyline a bit, but definitely try to delve in a little bit deeper, and then try to do a bit of mixture of both puppetry and it having so many people cameo into the movie and just talk about uh, how I had to how much that I had to deal with autism, how Jim Henson's creation of the Muppets have literally inspired me to become a puppeteer, and the amount of stuff I had to go through when it comes to like choosing a career job as a puppeteer to basically making videos on YouTube, and all of that, the rest is history. But also, I wanted to make sure that, like, I literally and absolutely wanted to see about having a clear message that's in my own movie and the series needs itself, to basically trying to teach people to never have so much of self-doubt into yourself and try to stop worrying so much. And I just want to make sure that I had to like script it perfectly, along with my mom's help, because my mom literally had to make sure that the script and the story needed for my own puppeteer's life journey. I just want to make sure that there were like no grammar or miss miss a typo here and there, or it needs to put some punctuations right now, just like so. But I just want to make sure that my moral, really like the moral of the story and the clear message in my own puppeteer's life journey, I just want to make sure that the whole moral of the whole thing of never put so much of self doubt into yourself, but try not to worry so much. But I just want to make sure that the moral and the messages to my own story of my puppeteer's life journey, I did. I just want to make sure it wasn't like literally just like forced. Just because how many times have you seen movies and or television, but mostly in movies, where the moral of the story or sometimes the message behind the story of a certain show or movie tends to uh, uh, tends to force a little bit, but wants to have a clear message just for a lot of people here and there. So again, like I literally and absolutely just want to make sure that my own messages and the moral of the entire of like the series and the movie itself doesn't seem really forced right now. But also, so I just want to make sure that the moral and the messages to my own story is like perfectly clear, not forced, but perfectly clear for people to understand, that sometimes life can be very, very struggling. It can. It really does. This can be a very struggle. You know, for a lot of people who are dealing with so much of stuff right now, especially when it comes to like choosing a career job. When it comes to like being a voice actor, they're a comedian, a singer, a dancer, an actor, or for me as a puppeteer. And no matter how much life can literally get to you, it can be very struggling. And it was for me. It was very struggling for me to like uh, on how I had to go from like point A to like point B at this point. And there was like so much like decision making, getting like all throughout like my school years years from like my teenage years and like in middle school to like high school, and I had to figure out on what kind of career that I wanted to do right now. Like do I want to stick to being a puppeteer, or should should I choose like another option, like when it comes to like being a director, there or or just be an actor or a voice actor there. And I literally had to like think about it for a minute. Like I literally had to I literally had to like sit down for a minute and just and try to think on what my options are, but also decide on whether or not if I should like should I just stick to being a puppeteer, or should I have another career job with puppeteering ring here. But then as soon as I try to as soon as I try to like process on my own decision making and trying to figure out my different options here and there, and I had to be honest with myself here that like to be honest, I didn't feel like becoming a director is probably a good choice for me. Besides trying to like make movies and televisions and stuff like that, but other than that, being a director, like you had to like have your own theme park to basically have your own Broadway show. And but in all honesty, it's just there's a lot more to it than just like some of those things. But you had to direct some of your own like actors to be on which scenes that they need to be in and stuff like that. And that and that literally takes up a huge responsibility for a director itself. So I didn't want to like take on like that kind of a huge responsibility when it comes to like being a director. They're here. They're here. And that was literally back in my middle school and high school years. And I wanted to at least to see about just sticking to like puppeteering and stuff. And then when I started to make YouTube videos, you know, like back, like literally just like back then, like I wasn't even sure if I want to like become a YouTuber or or just I just don't know, like YouTube was a like in all honesty, like YouTube was the very first thing that came across in the media, yeah, here, and I wasn't sure on how I basically just try to create a channel and then like. But I've seen a lot of people who are basically on YouTube and start making a lot of videos here and there, so I figured, well, why the heck not? I might as well like give it a try. And sure enough, I started a YouTube channel. Though let's just say I had to go through so many ups and downs when it comes to like creating a channel and then trying to make a lot of videos on content right now. And yeah, it was just a lot to deal with right now. So, but other than that, like I literally and absolutely do hope that like in all honesty, I literally and absolutely hope that I want to see about I'm hoping to see about creating some more content to both for like my main channel, but also for the backup channel because my own curiosity, and and when I started to like make the DT Channel Studio in 2017, because if you haven't watched like the very beginning of the live stream, like way back towards like the end of January of 2017, I literally had to do an update this thing about that my laptop wasn't working, and it only lasted for like 4 years, and that I couldn't be able to get back to like my old account of my old YouTube channel called Dan Timmons. And sure enough, I literally and absolutely think that it's high time for me to basically just get myself a computer and just want to do a fresh start. So I decided to make a new account and just basically call it the DT Channel Studio. And I had to like bring some of my old videos used from my old channel into the new channel, no, of DT Channel Studio. But once that whole thing was done, I'm about ready to take on a fresh new start, uh, on a fresh new journey on my new YouTube channel of DT Channel Studio. You know, and sure enough, it's been like 8 years since I been on YouTube back in 2017, and sure enough, even though my new channel is basically off to a rocky start here and there, but it's slowly but surely getting a lot better. And not only that, I'm also so, but I'm also trying to take my time wisely without trying to rush things, but also trying to make some really good content and some video making on my main channel. And then when it came to creating creating this backup channel of mine of Dan the Manly Puppet here, I want to see about trying to like expand the puppetry video making. So like again, like I wanted to see about trying to like expand a little bit from the DT Channel Studio, you know, and I figure, well, why not create a brand new backup channel, but have a bit of some educational stuff on what goes on behind the puppetry video making. And I figured, here, why not? No, why not make a backup channel to teach a lot of the younger people to see on what goes on behind the camera and how puppetry performance worked. And sure enough, when I start to create this backup channel, when it comes to like doing vlogs, doing random YouTube shorts, but also teaching a lot of you guys about what goes on behind the camera, right, and doing a lot of the puppetry work, I figured this is a brand new start to show everybody on what it's like doing a lot of puppetry performance behind the camera, but also what is it like to do so much of editing, meaning for a lot of puppetry videos and so much more. So it's always great to see on how to expand a little bit for sure. And I want to at least just see about trying to like expand the whole the making videos and do so much more of puppetry, like, and just basically to show them how puppetry works, and but also how the video making game for each and every puppetry stuff works behind the camera, right, and stuff like that. So anyways, I literally and absolutely do hope that all of you guys have enjoyed this live stream. And I'm terribly and absolutely sorry about the start of the live stream right now. Now, with the amount of technical difficulties and stuff like that, I do apologize about that. I'm hoping that the next time I try to do a live stream, where it be on my backup channel, no, or my main YouTube channel, I'm hoping that this doesn't happen right now. especially when it comes to like having so many different tabs. This on just hearing your voice while trying to do a live stream on here. So I'm gonna have to be very careful about that for sure. So, anyways, anyways, I hope all of you guys have enjoyed this particular live stream, and I'll definitely talk to you guys later for more update and some more stuff, both for my backup channel and my main channel. Like, feel free to check out the links in the description box down below, and also check out my website, my store website, if you want to purchase my book of My Puppeteer's Life Journey. The link is in the description box down below. Anyways, take care of yourselves, everybody, and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.